How's it going, guys? Welcome to a two-man episode of the Piggy Bank here. I'm Phil, your host for this lovely casual gaming show that we do, here with my very, very good friend, Tavin Bothel.
What's poppin', players? Oh, never mind. It went away. No, I'll take that back. What's poppin', players? How we all doing? Phil, I was gonna do it with Connor, and I think it would have been more fun with Connor. But I'm gonna just go ahead and give it to you here because I think you'd give it a really entertaining one as well.
Okay.
I've been working on my ever since playing Spider-Man 2. I've been working on my We Are Venom right here. Can I get you to on the fly give me your best We Are Venom?
We are Venom.
Oh, that's an interesting take. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I like getting a little lower in the voice, but still letting it come. So I hit the Hold on. Now I'm nervous because I'm on the mic now. You know.
Ooh.
We are Venom.
Ooh, you get with the Tony Todd a little bit.
I like that element that he has, man. That's Venom to me. I think
yeah.
when you just turn into this, like you just sound like a smoker who's just an asshole or something.
Is that how I did it?
No. Yours was better than what I just did. I'm just pulling
okay.
out. It's like a thing where it's like I can only do it in that register now. So
What's funny is you
players.
what's funny is I'll never be able to replicate how I did it. It's totally just
It's
left in my
immediately gone.
mind.
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah.
something that like Spider-Man 2 came out, so you get like a bunch of like things in your feed because I'm watching a bunch of stuff and I'm talking about it, and my phone is in the proximity of me. Big Brother's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And so now I get a bunch of like just Spider-Man compilations of like here's this version and here's that version, and I got like a series of like Venom ones of like all the different
Yeah.
iterations of We Are Venom, and so many of them were like kind of lame. Even ones that I really liked, like Spectacular Spider-Man. I like the story of that Venom. Like I like the narrative that happens, but I don't like that take on it. Like it's just like they just put like a weird voice modifier on the normal Eddie Brock,
On
and I'm
Josh
like,
Keaton?
well,
Oh,
this isn't.
never mind.
This isn't exactly what I ever have in my head. So yeah, I think Tony Todd did a great Venom. Shout out to the
What's
'90s cartoon Venom.
what's funny about Tony Todd, that's like almost just his voice. Like that's just
He. I
that's
mean, he
how he
definitely
talks.
like pitches down and adds
Yeah.
some growl in it. But yeah, that's him.
But like if you've watched like Final Destination, that's like how like in he's like supposed to be death basically, or like we don't really know. But he's like a guy who works in a morgue, but he's like some parallel of like death,
Yeah. My thing
basically.
is like, man, it would be cool if I ever got like, of course, like the opportunity or whatever, or just like a little joke thing or whatever, like just like for a YouTube video or something. But I can already imagine how like in the booth, hour 5, I'm like, like it's done,
Yeah.
just because it just takes so much
That's
effort. Because my voice like isn't like the most highest pitched thing, but it's a little
yeah,
nasally, it's a little higher of an octave than other voices or something. Not
for
like
sure,
to an
for
extreme
sure.
amount, but it gets up there. So like to just
Um,
force myself down and put growl into
yeah,
it's difficult.
it gets tough. That's like one of the main things that like voice actors have to deal with. Like when you like set a voice for a certain character, you have to be careful that it's not something that's going to totally wreck you for all of your other things that you have to do.
Yeah.
So like for example, there's fucking there's I think it was God, who played Broly for Dragon Ball, but they like fucking thrashed their voice every time they had to do like the scream for Kakarot. Let's see. Because there's like a big scream where it goes and like they like go super fucking hard with it because Dragon Ball Z there's still a whole bunch of screaming.
Yeah.
And anytime somebody asks him to do the voice at like a panel or whatever, he has to say no.
Okay, he's like, yeah, I got something to do today.
Yeah.
That's funny. He's
Um
like, no,
let's see.
if you're not paying me
Broly
my day rate, I'm not doing this.
voice actor.
That's fucking crazy. That's also why like, you'll catch a lot of actors will do like cameos just to
That's
like
right.
kind of pad out the bills and make a little side cash or whatever. But you'll see like it'll just be like a set script or whatever like that they've set for cameo because they can't do um they can't do any type of like actual performance thing because then it like
Yeah.
violates their union contract, and so then they
Uh-huh.
would have to be paid a day rate and not the little shitty cameo thing.
Yeah, so it's Vic Mignogna, which I'm upset that I couldn't remember that was who voiced him, but he's big anime voice actor, played the main character Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist, and he was I think he was Obito in Naruto, but no, yeah, he's a big voice actor.
Mm, mm, mm.
Um,
Phil, what is
the
the show?
original. So this show is the Piggy Bank, our casual gaming podcast with our casual gaming buds. I think I kind of skipped over the intro a little bit. But
I
of course-
immediately derailed us with Venom. So.
No, it's not a big deal. So anyway, usually there's a third person here, Connor, but he had some car trouble, so he's going to pick up his car from the auto shop. So we're just knocking out Piggy Bank because we have schedule changes, so now we record on Mondays instead of Sundays. Me having to work Sundays if I want to make it to salary someday.
One of the you're still on hourly?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Well, because I'm like an assistant manager basically.
Oh, okay. What is
So-
your can you say what your hourly rate is, or is that something that's probably not for the internet to know right now?
I mean,
So,
I'd rather the internet not know that.
Yeah. Let's not do the internet right now. So we can talk about all that later. Anyways,
Sure. But anyway, we come on here and we kind of shoot the shit about our past week in our gaming lives. We share anecdotes about like what game we've been playing. We talk about we do like draft picks for I don't know what's the best first person shooter, or we do like goofy stuff too, like what's the best like bromance in gaming, like we've done that one before.
have we?
I don't know if it was bromances, but it was like relationships. I did because it was like
Okay.
I did Dom and Marcus Phoenix for
Okay,
Gears of War in that one. I remember doing that. Anyway, we are Phil and Tavin, no Connor, two-man piggy bank. Y'all have done this without me. I don't think I've I don't think I've done.
I feel like
because
we've definitely done more than one 2-man before.
No, but I feel like it was just you and Connor that have done it.
Maybe. I do not recall. It might have been. We've definitely done more
Anyway.
than one, but I feel like we've done this combination before.
Okay.
We can't do it with just you and Connor because you guys are inept without me. Just can't get anything together.
Hey, shout out to the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet review and the Assassin's Creed Mirage review.
Hey,
Shout out to
we're
those.
out here, man. We're trying our best. We're learning. We're learning as we go.
Anyway, Tavin, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing okay, man. I've been crazy busy. We're nearing the end of a school semester. I'm a college student, and so a lot of my
Big
final
loser.
projects are starting to come up, and so I'm feeling the weight of all of that. I think I'm past all the harder stuff. There's a couple more things still on my plate, but I think I'm good for the week, at least leading into Thanksgiving here.
Nice.
So I should be able to relax, calm down, hopefully play some video games. Which last night,
Yeah.
after I finished all my work, I'm gonna just jump into to what we've been playing here. Also, started up I didn't start up. I continued my journey in Mario Wonder, and
Yeah.
I got to the first okay, now we're gonna try real hard, and wow, that was really hard.
That's a damn game right there, dude.
Yeah. The level in question is called Jump Jump Jump. It's one of the challenge levels. Yeah, and it's
I'm familiar.
yeah, it's like there's like 4. Imagine like there's a set path of platforms, and you can see the set path, but they're on like a 4 count, so only 4 of the platforms are active at a time, and it goes to the music. And the deeper
Yeah.
you are in the level, the faster the music goes.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's real tough. It just like I spent definitely more than half an hour. I don't know if I actually broke the hour mark. I might have been somewhere in like the 40 minutes to an hour range, somewhere around there. But yeah, it had me like chilling back, laying back in my bed to the, all right, let's get up, let's sit on the edge of the bed, let's get right up to the TV, let's find out, let's have a gaming moment right here.
You get in the stance.
Yeah.
Not the stance, but like the
Yeah, they got the pose.
position.
Yeah.
The pose. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so I eventually did, and it was like one of those things where it's like you're on a timer, and it's like I beat the level, but I didn't beat it to get the bonus Wonder Seed. Like I didn't beat it in time because I missed the last jump and had to like wall jump my way up. And so it's like, all right, well, I hit the flagpole, but like I didn't get the other thing. And the other thing is what they're really testing me on. So and that added like an extra 20, 30 minutes to my playtime. It's just
Nice,
getting that
dude.
one. I was
No,
like, fuck, this is hard.
I fully plan on like getting back to that. I probably won't like 100% that game this year. I'll probably end up cleaning that up like top of next year, something like that.
Yeah, I want to get all the wonder seeds. I don't think I'm gonna 100% the game, like getting all the purple coins and stuff.
Mm,
But I do. There's a part of me that does want to get all the wonder seeds, just because the game
yeah.
has such a focus on those. But
Mhm.
who knows? I might get into World 4 or 5 or whatever and be like, all right, well, I don't need the third random wonder seed that you have to replay the whole level for.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head was at whenever I was like playing to complete it for the review.
Yeah.
I did kind of like for like that first whole like world, I was doing literally everything. Maybe in like the first two worlds. And then like around like the middle of the third one, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go through because that's whenever Ash kind of tagged out and I was doing everything by myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that game harder with multiple people, I'll say.
I believe that. Is there physics with each individual character on screen?
No, I mean you like pass by each other, but
Oh,
like
okay,
it's
okay,
one of
okay.
those things where it's a lot harder for the like second player because like obviously the camera is
Oh,
just following
camera.
the one person.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well then
Um,
them challenge levels, it's just straight up like, hey, just drop out for
yeah,
this level.
yeah, right. Uh, but yeah, no, that's a great game. Also, really bummed out. Things are, and I really wanted to get into Super Mario RPG this week because that just at the time of recording that just dropped this past weekend.
Yeah.
However, funds are not with me, so
Money time, not here. Yeah,
gotta
that game looks
gotta
fun. I don't
hold
think I'm gonna
out.
get to it.
No.
Yeah, I got too much on my plate already. I've already played. I'm partway through an Octopath Traveler 2 playthrough. I played Sea of
Mm.
Stars. I need to start Baldur's Gate 3 for real. I'm still in the opening hours of that game, so it's just like I just don't have time for another RPG right now.
I don't know what it is as far as like Baldur's Gate 3. It's not clicking me playing solo. Like it's just not really grabbing me. So I'm kind of just waiting on when we load up the multiplayer.
The combat is like fine to me. It's cool, whatever. It's the conversations that I'm like, and like how like layered it all is and how you can like pick your path and so forth. That's what's interesting to me. So I'll
Yeah.
spend 3 hours just talking to people and then I'll like enter combat and be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. So once we start loading up that like our co-op campaign that we're gonna start doing.
Yeah.
That's whenever I'll like really dedicate the time.
Man, what a year.
Yeah, great fucking year.
Great fucking.
I have been playing. I've been continuing my Assassin's Creed replay to get all the platinum trophies. I finished Brotherhood this past week. Got the platinum for that one. Much more fun overall than Assassin's Creed 2. I made a tweet before we started recording this to kind of date this. Can we finally have the conversation about how Assassin's Creed 2 is the weakest out of the Ezio trilogy? Like, just overall, it's the weakest game out of the Ezio trilogy. I don't even.
I didn't really care for Revelations when it came out.
I'll say as far as the game,
Yeah.
it's better than 2. I like the narrative of 2 better than
Oh.
Revelation so far.
Yeah.
I like the setting of 2 better than Revelations. I like the city of Constantinople. I just don't like how you interact in the world as much. Like if Assassin's Creed 2 would be so much better if they did the Brotherhood thing earlier and gave you the assassins recruits that you can get, but obviously like narratively in Ezio's story that doesn't fit because you get the recruits because you become like the leader of the assassins.
Yeah.
The mentor, as it were.
My memory of Revelations is like the story being kind of whatever. It's fine if you want. But the thing I remember most is like because they give you the hook blade in that game, and that in my memory slows down all the kill animations. Like they all just take longer to do. So you spend longer killing each individual guy. So I'm just watching Ezio kill a guy for longer. Whereas in like Brotherhood, it was just like stab, quick, cool animation, stab. Like
so what's different about it is it's not necessarily the hook blade that does that. It's they just make it in order to like kind of add more like flash to everything.
Yeah.
The last kill in every like encounter is in slow mo.
Okay, I didn't remember that. I just remember it taking like just in general the animations were just longer animations. So it like
Gotcha.
that criticism of like, oh, guards are taking their turns to fight you. Well, they're not going to like fight you in the middle of a kill animation cuz they want you
They
to see
do.
the cool. Oh, do they? Okay, maybe my
Hmm.
memory's just off. But I just remember every kill animation taking longer and that dragged out combat in ways that I
Yeah.
didn't care for.
So what's interesting is you'll start a kill animation or like a counter kill or whatever, and then in the middle of that longer thing, an enemy will attack you during it, and if you don't hit the counter button again, you'll get interrupted, but the person will still get killed. Like the kill will still happen, but the
Janky.
animation will get interrupted. But you can basically interrupt your own animation by countering
Yeah.
again and then countering that thing so you don't get hit. So
Yeah.
that was also a thing in Brotherhood, where you can get interrupted by
But also
another
like, but the animations in
enemy.
Brotherhood were slicker and faster, and it didn't spend you didn't spend so much
Yeah,
time on each individual dude, so like it didn't seem as janky.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I did my first Altair mission.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty decent. A lot different from how I remember the 100% sync going. For some reason I remember the 100% sync for that one being like, because you go into this base or into like the big like the big area that's like the assassin homeworld in the first game, Masyaf, um, and it's being your mentor is being held captive along with like three other assassins, and I remember it being get to the kill before a certain number of your friends get killed
Mm.
by the Templar guy. However, that's not the case. It's you like go around the city and you stop the Templars from killing civilians
Oh,
in that one. I just remember it being the other way around, and I don't
well,
know
maybe
why that was the
you
case.
might be combining two missions in your head or
I
something.
could be. I could be.
Yeah.
That could be also true.
So
But anyway, no, it's a lot of fun. Also, before I even dove into any of like the main game, I went ahead and knocked out the um, first person like platforming challenges that like the Desmond memories or whatever
oh
for that
fuck,
one.
totally forgot
Yeah,
about that. Yeah.
yeah. Which is interesting because all five of them were available right off the bat. Where I remember it being you had to collect a certain number of the collectibles in as Ezio in order to unlock those.
Yeah, I just don't remember, so I could not tell you.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that was the case. But I think with the Ezio collection, they changed that.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I've been recruiting all my assassins so I could fucking trigger them for, hey, go kill that guy.
Yeah. I had two unsuccessful platinum journeys I think this last week where our Alan Wake 2 review
Oh yeah.
went up and we had overall positive things to say about it. We had some criticisms and it was a good conversation. You should go listen to the review. It's live on the YouTube channel right now, youtube.com/@2pennygames. It's a good conversation. Go listen to it. And I was looking at the trophy list. I was like, actually, this doesn't seem that bad. Like, I could probably
Mhm.
knock this out in a couple of hours. So I tried it for a couple hours, and I'm down to the final two trophies. And one of them I can get just by, I just have to basically, like, play, because my save that I'm operating on is several hours before the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I basically just have to play, like, an hour or two deeper and pick up something that I missed the first time around or whatever. And then that one will pop. But the last one that I need is tied to Alan's campaign, and that one is a missable one. It's the only missable one in the fucking game, and yeah, I can't get the things that I need for that one. So I would need to restart all the way over. Granted, once I have access to Alan, I could just like rush through all his stuff and get to
Yeah.
the end that way and so forth. But now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know. Do I wait for New Game Plus? Do I go ahead and knock that out and just play it on easy? I don't know. It's just a thing where it's just like I don't have the time or motivation to do that right now. The second one is I failed my Codename Fox playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 1. I killed too many people. To get that one, you have to play the game on at least hard.
Uh-huh.
You can do European Extreme, but you have to play it on hard, beat it in less than 3 hours, have less than 25 kills. I think I had 32, so I had
Yeah,
seven too
you
many.
said something about having 7 too many. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that number is right at 25, you can have 25 or less, and the game has a built-in number that like it expects you kind of manipulate the AI a little bit in one specific section. But it has a built-in number of like this is an acceptable level of kills, and so now it's just I got to do it again. The only difference this time is that I have the infinite ammo bandana, which does not penalize you for play, which means I could stun grenade the shit out of some of these combat encounters. So that's a
Hell yeah.
plus.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's a fucking bummer, dude. Especially like with that first game, the amount of like I just think back to the fucking key card that you have to like wait.
It adds about 15,
Areas.
20 minutes to your time, like just built in. There's
Such
nothing you can do about
bullshit,
it.
dude.
Nothing you can do about it. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. The some of the harder parts and like it's like a 3-hour play, but unless you're like a professional speedrunner, this thing's taking longer than 3 hours. Like it's just your save's coming, you're manipulating it because you're dying in boss fights, you're getting caught by random guards, and so forth. So it's a whole fucking thing. Also you can only use one ration the whole game.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes it hard. Like
That
Sniper Wolf
sucks.
was an asshole. Like,
Did you do what I did in our playthrough where I used the missile?
did you Nikita her in the second one? Yeah, I did do that for the second fight. The first fight you have to sniper, like you have no other option. So yeah, that one's.
But I didn't have an issue with that.
Yeah, she's just so quick and does so much damage. It's just hard, and me not being able to use a ration really hurt me. And then you also have no radar on hard. Yeah,
Fuck.
and that makes things a little more tricky and so forth. I mean, I was mostly following a speedrunner and copying as much as I could from him, which does make things a lot easier. But then you're like, all right, well, I want this specific item that he didn't get because he doesn't need it, but I do. I'm sorry, I need the body armor to fight Metal Gear Rex. Okay, leave me alone. And so that that would add on a little bit of my time, but I had plenty of time left. I think I beat the game at like 2 hours 40 minutes. So I have wiggle room. I could do it even faster this time around, for sure. And then it's just a matter of just getting it done now. And it's like, all right, I'll get to that. I'll get back to that when I can.
That's me with like it's not like, as like frustrating as I guess MGS can be. But like with Ratchet and Clank going commando, I can't remember why I stopped. I don't remember. I don't remember if something like just came out that I was distracted by, or
something probably came
but
out.
that was like towards the beginning of this year. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember going commando because I have the going commando on PS3. I tried the Vita one, but because of the way the controls work, it was hard to do at some point.
Yeah,
I think the hardest part of that is like
skill points probably.
I mean, no, I don't think so.
It's just tedious, like going through the guides and stuff.
Yeah, you just look at the guides or whatever. I think the tricky one for me was, there's desert areas or like a snow area in that game where you got to run out and collect all the crystals.
Oh no, I mean even then that's not that bad. The one that just popped in my head that I know is a trophy is do you know the I think it's the second.
I think you also have to fight the B2 brawler and not take damage or something, right?
I think it's just the wrench.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think it's
that's the other guy, Chainblade. You fight Chainblade with just the wrench.
I think it's both. There
There
might be one for both. I know there's one for Chainblade, but no, I'm talking about there's the other planet that has the arena.
The Impossible Challenge.
No, it's before you even get to the arena. There's like a place where there's a bunch of enemies that you have to get through with just the wrench and without getting hit.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's hard. That one's tricky. Yeah.
So that's a skill point that you have to get. That's a trophy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that one's difficult.
I remember trying that a few times and then just not getting it. So maybe that's where I stopped. I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, that one's tricky. That
But anyway,
I think that was when I followed a guide and I was like, what did they do to kind of cheese it? All right, I'm gonna do that.
Tavin, me and you, we've been talking about trophies
We
like
do.
nonstop here.
We are.
We love trophies. You corrupted me to a dirty PlayStation player, and then I like trophies a lot
It's just
now.
better.
Because
It's just better.
I was already like an achievement hunter, as it were. Haha. R.I.P. On Xbox, and then whenever I switched to PlayStation, yeah, I'm a filthy platinum, as Connor would say, a platinum gamer. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go through and just talk about what platinum trophies we have, like what we're proud of, the last like few that we've gotten. And so I believe you have PSN profiles pulled up for us.
I do. I have both of our accounts pulled up. I have mine. Do you want to start with mine or do yours?
I think we should just go back and forth.
Go back. Well, I think that gets kind of tricky.
Does
but
it?
I mean, I think we should run down the last couple that we've had together.
Okay.
Or like clump them together. So we'll go ahead and start with mine. And we'll do, I don't know, the last like 10 that I've collected or whatever. The most recent being Marvel's Spider-Man 2. I currently am at 83 platinum trophies. I will be at 85 as soon as I can get these Alan Wakes and Metal Gears done. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is my most recent one. Classic, great game, great platinum trophy list. Was a lot of fun to do. Power Wash Simulator, the PlayStation 5 version. Again, awesome. Great time sync game. Awesome game. Love that game. Elder Scrolls
PS4 version.
Elder Scrolls 5
10.
Skyrim, the PlayStation 5 version, which I imported my PlayStation 4 save and then had to replay a bunch of individual missions, which the PS4 version is just a few more down. Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, the PS3 version. Basically just play the game. Pretty easy. Pretty good game. Like that. Jedi Survivor, I got. Again, another pretty good list. I liked that one quite a bit. Took a little finagling for a couple of those trophies. Some of them not so fun. But overall, solid list. And then, yeah, I have the 4 versions of Elder Scrolls and Power Wash. And then I think the first one I had this year... No, the next 2, then I'll stop there, I think, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the 8, 9, 10 is 8 Dead Space, the remake, platinum earlier this year. That one was a lot of fun to get. I really, really liked that one. Did require a bunch of playthroughs, which, you know, is kind of unfortunate, but it's such a good game, and it really goes by real breezy once you play it through the first time. That it was really quite fun. The Last of Us Part 1. Last of Us is a tricky one because they have all those optional conversations that you can easily break the game logic on that by accident, and then like it's hard to get all the conversations going, and you have to reload. I think I reloaded a chapter like 7 times to get this one conversation to pop. It was very, very annoying. And then my 10th most recent one was God of War Ragnarok, the PS5 version of God of War Ragnarok, which I don't have to speak.
That's your 10th one?
Yeah, that's my 10th one.
Nice.
Right there. So let's hop on over to you, Phil. 59 platinum trophies.
Let's run over to me. Yeah, I just got my 59th with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That's my most recent one. Just 2 days ago. It says right here, November 18th, 2023. Then, of course, we have Assassin's Creed 2, which I was also kind of keeping y'all updated on the piggy bank when I was going through that. Then, before that, I have my Marvel Spider-Man 2, which I believe earned how much sooner than you? It was like 2 days, something like that.
It was like 2 days. The only reason that really happened is that like one of the pictures of the city glitched. Like it's the one of the bridge. I think it's the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever. Like it just wouldn't go. Like I was in all the right positionings, and just for like a day or two, it just wouldn't let me take the picture.
Yep. And then a week before that, I got the platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Enough with this fucking Assassin's Creed, Phil. We've had enough. It's enough.
Nah, no, because then the next one I'm gonna get is Assassin's Creed Revelations. It's gonna be number 60 for me.
Ugh.
Then before that, we've got Sea of Stars, Tavin. Sea of Stars. I got the platinum trophy.
That's one I would like to have. That's one I would like to
It's
have.
great.
Yeah,
It's great. It's a great platinum trophy. I've thought about downloading the PS4 version and getting the platinum on that one too, because this is the PS5 version I got.
Yeah.
Then before that, I've got Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Good list. Good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah. And then before that, I've got Minecraft.
Solid. I got that one years
Yeah.
ago, but yeah, you know, it's a good one as well.
Well, because the thing is, Tavin, so I'm a spiteful little fucker, is what I am. I like to look at your list and be like, yeah, I could get that, and then I go
we
for
call
it.
that a bitch. You're a bitch. Is
No,
what
no,
this is.
no.
Is
Don't call me a bitch yet, Tavin. Don't call me a bitch yet. Okay.
Here we go. Next.
Because then before that, we've got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I did. I believe. I think I completed it right before Jedi Survivor came out.
Yeah, and then it took you, I don't know, a month or two before you touched Survivor?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I believe I was playing. What did I start playing?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
You would have been
Something this year.
You would have been done with Fire Emblem by that point.
Ooh, it was Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay.
Then I did Batman the Telltale series, which is another one where I just looked at your list and I was like, oh yeah, Telltale. I can do that. Which I still haven't gotten. I still haven't done. I have like half of the trophy list for the first season of The Walking Dead, and I haven't completed it yet.
Oh,
it's still on my machine.
Walking Dead had more than. You had to do something else for Walking Dead. It was more
not for the first season.
No, really, just beat the game. All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was more than that, but okay. Batman Telltale series. That's a good game. Glitchy as shit. Totally undercooked. Totally undercooked. Needed another probably 6 months to a year in it. But yeah, it was a really good story. Really good game.
And then my number 10 for the most recent, which was my 50th, was Jak 3. Finally got the platinum for Jak 3.
Solid.
For my number 50.
Yeah.
My first of the year, since you talked about that, my first of the year was Kingdom Hearts, the original, which I think is kind of poetic.
Damn, that's kind of far down here. Oh, right here. Here it is. Kingdom Hearts, the first one. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Let's just kind of jump around in here and see what we got. Jedi Fallen Order. I have both PS4 and PS5 versions of that. That was another one that like I loaded up my PS5 save, or I loaded my 4 save onto my 5, but not everything popped, so I had to replay I think like half the game. I had to get up to the what's his name? Malik? The Sith Lord on Dathomir? I forget what his name is. I don't think it's Malik. It's something.
Is it like Malakath or something?
That sounds right. Malakath. Yeah, so I had to like get up to that fight, which is fine because that's my favorite fight in the game. So I was more than happy to do that. I don't know why it wasn't because of his trophy. It was something else that I got, and then I just had to get up to that point. Miles Morales. I think we both have 4 and 5 platinums for that. No,
it's true. We do both have 4 and 5 platinums for that.
Very nice. You have the Hades platinum for PS4. I am jealous of
PS5.
that one. And PS5.
Yep.
Damn, son, did you? Oh God, what the? I just hit your bullshit fucking streak here.
No,
fucking.
No.
Let's see here. What is Kiwi? Is Kiwi an actual game?
Oh, Kiwi. Kiwi is a great game.
Kiwi's a great game. Okay.
Yeah, that's a co-op game I played with Ash.
Okay, great. So we got Pinkman Plus, 2 versions of that. So 1, 2.
That's actually a fun game. So don't talk trash on that.
Memories of East Coast, PS4, PS5.
Also a decent visual novel.
We have to 4. Finger Fitness, which is most definitely just a fucking button mash to get 16 trophies.
Goofy and fun.
So that's 5. You at least restrained yourself and only did the PS5 version of that one.
Okay, hey, calm down. Don't include those. Only count Rainbow to quick maps. Those are the only ones that are.
What about these fucking bowling games?
Those are actual games that actually took time.
Platinumed in 17 minutes and 45 seconds. Platinumed in 33 seconds. You're full of shit.
Okay, maybe not catch the bowling balls, but the bowling one is actually like kind of annoying.
Hold on. Let me see here. How long did it take for all these other ones? 23 minutes for Pinkman, 16 minutes for Pinkman Plus, or for both versions of those.
The second one, the PS5 one took less because I knew what I was doing after I did the full one. Okay.
Platinumed in 5 minutes, platinumed in 6 minutes, platinumed in 13 minutes. These are all bullshit.
No, 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 no.
So we've got what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 platinum trophies.
No,
Fucking
no,
inflating your list.
not
Your
true.
number's invalid.
It's I'm only allowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, or maybe seven of those to be actually accounted there. So
Ridiculous.
7 of
Ridiculous.
those I will agree are ridiculous.
How was the Guardians of the Galaxy trophy?
So I did the main thing that was stopping me from platinuming it on like my first actual playthrough, was the chapter select being so fucking wonky.
Mm,
But they ended up fixing it somewhat, and it just had to do with like missable, cosmetics and
Gotcha.
stuff.
got you. Yeah, I did not like that game, so I was like, nope, hard pass.
But yeah, I thought
Spider-Man.
I thought it was really fun. It's a fun game. I like that game.
Let me see. Hello? Is this gonna work the way I want it to? Here we go. Spider-Man Remastered. Oh, I don't. Because I noticed you didn't have 100% of the trophies for that. Clearly, you didn't do the DLC trophies, which are not
I
required
did
for
not.
platinum trophies, which is fine. What
Yeah.
am I missing? Oh, I'm missing apparently a new game plus playthrough on ultimate difficulty,
Oh, okay.
which I'll probably get that at some point.
Yeah.
just because I love that first Spider-Man game so much. I mean, I love Spider-Man 2 a little bit more, of course,
Mhm.
but they're all good. They're all fun and so forth here. Let's dive back. Let's dive a little deeper into my list here. See what we got
Yeah,
here
yeah.
going on.
Enough picking on me, please.
Please. Please. Let me see if I can just like kind of refresh this page here. All right, so past the 10, God of War Ragnarok, Dishonored. I earned the platinum when we did our game club review of Dishonored.
Yeah.
That one a little tricky to get. Several playthroughs required. Always got burnt out before I did it, but then our game club reignited my passion for that game, and I was able to knock it out. Cult of the Lamb, PS5 edition at least. That's a great game. Really, really fun, that game. Really happy with that platinum trophy. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, you also had that one. You, I believe, have the PS5 version of it, but I have the PS4
Yes.
because I was
Yes.
trying to save scum it, and it didn't work. Stray, we both got. Stray is a game. I have PS4 and PS5 versions of both the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes.
Real quick, I kind of want to go through your list real quick. What's your thing? What is it?
Tasman 1220.
That's what it is. I was doing
Yeah,
King
yeah.
Tasman.
No. That's all the PC shit. Sifu. Sifu was a great list. Sifu was awesome. Oh, that was such a fun time.
I plan on getting to Sifu eventually.
Yeah. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. It was basically just Uncharted, but unfortunately they didn't break those two games out. It was both of them together, so you had to play both of them. Kind of annoying, but we knocked it all out.
For Uncharted, you said?
Yeah, for the Legacy of Thieves. Death's Door. Death's Door is a phenomenal game. I've been thinking about Death's Door a lot lately. Death's Door is one of my favorite games that I've played in the last couple of years.
I gotta finish that game.
You did some debug stuff and got my Jack 2 platinum. Thank you, sir.
I did do that. You're welcome.
That game sucks shit. Ghost of Tsushima, the PS5 version. This must have been an import save get platinum trophy one. Because
Yes, I did that. I did that for my. That was the only one I was able to do that for. Literally, all the other like double things that I've unlocked, I've had to actually like play through again.
Interesting. I haven't done it for too many games. I guess for Power Wash I had to replay because they don't have a save transfer.
I was gonna mention
option.
how I tried to do it for Fallen Order, but I wasn't able to.
Yeah, Fallen Order only like half the trophies popped, so I had to play through a little more than half the game on that.
I
Skyrim,
just straight up was not
again,
able to upload my save.
The only ones that like really worked for me, granted, Resident Evil 2, I did it just because I wanted to do it. So I just earned that one twice for fun. Resident Evil 3, I mean, it says it platinumed in 1 second. That's because that was one of the ones that the save worked. That was 100% a download, transfer, save, delete. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The Mass Effect trilogy for PS4. I also have them for PlayStation 3, which is a much harder list specifically for Mass Effect 1. More or less the same for...
You got to do Insane, right?
Yeah. Do you not have to do Insane on... Oh, you don't, because they broke those out into a separate list. You're right. Yeah.
It's
You
a
have to do
separate list for
Insane.
the Legendary Edition.
Yeah, Mass Effect 1, you have to play 3 different times. Minimum.
Damn.
I think I did it in like 4.5.
I mean, my thing is for the separate list for the Legendary Collection or Legendary Edition, whatever. If there was a Platinum trophy for just the Legendary Edition, I would absolutely do the Insane. On all the.
But I don't think that's not worth a trophy. Like, in my opinion, because you're just playing the game again. Like, if they had thrown those difficulties into the individual lists, I would have been fine with that. I appreciate that they didn't. But yeah, I would have been fine with that. Ratchet and Clank 2 going commando on PS3. Miles Morales is another one that it says platinum in 2 seconds, because that was one I downloaded with the intention of playing, but then I was like, actually, I didn't like Miles Morales as much as Spider-Man, because Spider-Man Remaster I played through all the way. And then Miles, I was like, I didn't like this one as much, so let me just import my save and go back to playing Remastered. There's my Ghost of Tsushima PS4. There's the Miles Morales Persona 5 Royal. That one, I'm fucked up. You can get that. You can get Royal in one playthrough real easily. The base Persona 5 is a much harder list. I've never played the base Persona 5. I've only played Royal. But I fucked it up and I had to play the game twice. Snake Eater for PS3. Right. Snake Eater for PlayStation 5, I think. I'd have to look at... I think it's... Yeah, they're PS5 versions. I'm going to be getting at some point. It took me 7 years to get the platinum for Snake Eater.
I love that. It's so cool that it says like how long it took you, because that's like from the first time you opened it and played it.
Yeah, they're not all 100% accurate, because especially with the PS3 stuff, because it just depends on like when you played it and how, like, some of the numbers are kind of funky. But yeah, they try their best to do it. Terminator Salvation, an absolutely atrocious game, one of the worst games ever made. Me and Connor knocked that out in a night. Not fun.
You got all 12 trophies.
Yeah. 9 years, 8 months, because we rented it when we were children, and then we were grown men. It was on this podcast, one of the early days of the podcast, of the Gamescast.
Like within the first 3 episodes, y'all were talking about
something like that, where I was like, hey, Connor, I think my 50th was coming up. Yeah, because Snake Eater was my 50th. I was like, hey, Connor, I need a filler platinum to make Snake Eater my 50th. Let's go play Terminator. And then again, the Mass Effect trilogy, but for PS3. Resident Evil 5 for PS4. Do I have? I don't. I should look into Resident Evil 5 on PS3. Resident Evil 5 is a great game. I don't care what anybody says. Lego Star Wars, The Force Awakens. This is just the Episode 7 game. I have that one. I want to get the Skywalker Saga one so badly, but it's so
buggy.
Dude, it's so much work. It's so much fucking work. I'm like, fucking Christ. And then, I mean, a lot of like great ones that you can expect for me to have. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Witcher 3. Those ones took me some time to do. Some time were spent on those games. Rocket League is a pretty easy one. Most people have that. God of War PS4. Is there there's not a remastered PS5 version of God of War, is there? That's interesting. I may go back when I have the time, go back to Ragnarok and get the 4 version of Ragnarok. Who knows? Horizon Zero Dawn, Doom. Doom I was real proud of. Doom is annoying. Is an annoying plat. That's a bad list, but it's a great game. The Batman Arkham trilogy on PS4. Do I not have them for 3? I don't know. I'd have to look. I feel like I might have City somewhere in here. It's so hard, man. When you've been doing it for so long, just like casually or whatever, like you just forget what you've done.
I think if I was in your shoes and I had been like on PlayStation the whole time, I think our list would be much closer.
Oh yeah, for sure. My first ever platinum trophy, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves for PlayStation 3.
I will say, you got to give me some credit. I've put some numbers up.
Oh yeah, you've done a lot of numbers, but exactly what I thought would happen has happened, where you hit 50 and you slowed down.
Well, life.
Yeah, life. you're just like, all right, well,
Comes
I
at
just don't
you
have the
fast.
time. You gotta be more selective with your titles, and it's like, all right, well, I only want to do the games that I actually like and so forth. But like, there was a cool minute where I was just platinuming everything: Hitman Go, Lara Croft Go. Uh, I probably would not platinum Doom today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably not. I'm pretty
Um,
proud of this list. This is a pretty good list. Severed is such a great game. Severed, one of those early games that I got.
Nice.
Oh
I
my
was
god, I have. Oh,
curious.
that's the first. Never mind.
I was curious. I think you've definitely said it before, but I couldn't remember. Like I was like, oh man, I wonder what Tavin's first platinum was, and I like looked at your list and I tried to go all the way down because I wasn't using PSN profiles. I was literally just looking at your trophy list on PlayStation,
Yeah.
and I went all the way down to Infamous Second Son, and that was the earliest one I could find. But I
Nah.
can see now, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.
Uncharted 2. Yeah, and it even says with missing timestamps because it didn't have
Yeah,
that functionality. It says April 15th, 2011 is when I platinumed that game. That doesn't sound right.
interesting. My first one ever was the original Jack and Daxter.
All right. This is saying that was probably the last time I earned a trophy was April, but it says I've platinumed it February 9th of 2011, which today is November 20th, 2023. So we'll go ahead and round up and say that's 14 years. So
No, I mean rounding up that'd be 13 years.
you're correct. We'll round up and say that's 13 years. Can I round up and just add Metal Gear Solid 1 to this list? Because I'm going to get that before the end of the year.
No,
No? All right, fine. We'll be a bitch about it.
you don't have it.
That's fine. Whatever. I mean, so I did this backwards. Divided by 13. I earn about on average, I earn about 6.3 platinum trophies every year is my average right now. I don't know if there's a year that's gone by since I've started actually. Well, there was a long time where I didn't care. Yeah, see, 2011 all the way to 2014. It wasn't until the PS4 that I actually started caring about trophies. Uncharted 2, I just loved so much back in the day. And then from there, I don't think there's a single year I've missed at least getting some platinum. See, a lot of them in 2016. A lot of platinum trophies in 2016. A lot of them. Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, that was a bitch to get. Batman, Telltale series, Watch Dogs 2, Titanfall 2, Infamous 2. God, Infamous 2 is such a good game.
My really big getting into platinums started, I believe, with like actually like caring about getting like as many platinums as possible. Started with Spyro.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
'Cause-
if I look at Sly 2 is my first 2016 platinum. So keep talking while I count real quick.
Yeah. So I started with because like obviously my first one ever, like I said, is Jack and Daxter, because that was like I think I got that a week into buying that PS4 off of you.
Yeah.
And then of course like right as soon as possible I got Spider-Man. Then I got Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which wasn't until wait, that's not right. Why does my Marvel Spider-Man say January 2021? There's no way that's true.
Are you looking at the right?
Almost positive.
Are you looking at the right version?
Yeah, for PS4. I'm almost positive I got that in 2018, or maybe I beat it, but I didn't like complete it until then. But I swear, like I did so much. Maybe not.
Tell you. Yeah,
I could be wrong.
It was probably like look at the. I mean, you can look at them and see which one was the holdup.
Oh yeah, you're right. Let's
1, 2,
see.
3, 4, 5, 6,
By
7,
date.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fuck, I keep losing count because I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 platinum trophies in the year of 2016. I also counted the next year, 2017, only 10 in comparison. So noticeable drop off. 2018. Yeah, I only got 3 in 20. Oh, I got 4 in 2018. Being South Park Fractured Butthole, God of War, Rocket League, and Marvel's Spider-Man. 2019, I think, was a pretty healthy year. No, yeah, and then I dropped to only about 4 or 5 a year after that. Which I think I'm still on pace with this year. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I got
8
in 2021.
Yeah, I got 9 this year. So actually, I put up some numbers this year. I did some decent stuff this year.
Yeah, I did 11 in 2021. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I imagine 2020 is going to be a bloated
14,
year.
15,
1, 2,
16,
3,
17, 18.
This is just turned into us counting the podcast.
21,
So,
22, 23. 23. I don't worry, Tavin. I got rid of the ones that you think are bullshit, but 23 of them in 2022.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I got 9 in 2020, but 3 of those were the Mass Effect trilogy. So that ate up a considerable amount of time. I was playing a lot on PC in 2020. Which is another thing. I'd probably have the Doom Eternal Platinum.
You said you got 9 of them this year?
That was 2020. 9 this year.
So this year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Nice. Good year. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pack on. I'm gonna at least pack on Metal Gear.
I'm gonna do Revelations. So
yeah, I've started Cocoon, the game Cocoon, which I could have been talking about what you've been playing, but I've only played 30 minutes of it. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get to the end because it's a nice cute little puzzle game. So I'll probably maybe add on that one as well by the end of the year.
All right, so we've been talking a shit ton about trophies. Let's go ahead and move on to what you're doing this week, because we I don't know how long we've been going, but it feels like we've been going for a long time.
Oh, we've been going for a cool minute, 51 minutes right here. Phil.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've been talking about trophies all goddamn day. We could keep going too. That's what's crazy. Phil, we're not gonna do a hit 10 this week. I had a hit 10 prepped, but Connor had to drop out real quick. Connor just called me also, but I declined that call. He can just fucking text me if it's something important.
Yeah.
I have from the Dual Shockers the top 10 most iconic mascots in gaming. Something's knocking. Hold on. All right, hold on. Well, I gotta check it anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, this is gonna be edited out, but hey, how's it going? Just me, it's Phil, talking all about fucking trophies. God damn, we're fucking losers. This little fucking digital icon that we collect onto our PlayStation profiles.
Just to the podcast. We're still doing Piggy Bang. That's why I declined your fucking call. Hello. Hey, guess who fucking
Connor's here.
locked himself out of the apartment?
I forgot my...
Did he really?
It's the same. I left my key on my dad's key ring, whose truck I was using. So technically, I didn't lock myself out.
Gotcha.
I lost my keys.
Connor, let me ask you a question. Who locked the door last?
I'm gonna say you.
Me? Mm-hmm. I haven't left this fucking chair. He just ran away.
You should have told Connor how long we were just talking about trophies.
Oh man, yeah, solid fucking 40 minutes of trophy talk. We're great. Top 10 most iconic mascots in gaming. This is a list from Dual Shockers. And I thought we would just kind of run through it, kind of predict what's on this list. Phil, I am not sharing my screen with you, am I?
No, you're not.
Oh, here,
sorry,
okay.
did you say you just gaming mascots, or is it for a specific platform?
Top 10 iconic mascots in gaming is what it is. So yeah, it's gonna be multi-platform. I don't know if you could get 10 just off of a singular platform, and so forth. So I'm showing it to you what I'm going through right here. On the image, they have Mario, Sackboy, and then this fucking
the Moogle
from Final Fantasy. Who gives a shit about that guy? So let's
Don't
let me
talk
see.
shit about the
Ooh,
Moogles.
ooh,
That's
ooh,
fucked
ooh.
up.
I
Don't do
saw
that.
number 10, but it's okay. We're gonna pretend like I didn't.
I did not see
Mascots
number 10.
are important as they solidify the face of a brand. In video games, there are many different types of mascots. Some mascots represent series or franchises, while others a wave of consoles and so much more. Initially, there were only a few mascots in gaming, but as the industry has grown, so has the number of mascots representing different titles and brands. The mascots on this list will be those who have a prolific style and symbolize the product they represent well. The mascots don't have to be the most popular in the world, but rather amass a lot of intrigue around them. So I think obviously
Yeah.
number one is Big Boy Mario. Clearly.
Mario. I think
Easily.
in the top three, we've got to see Pikachu.
You think?
Yes.
In the top three, Pikachu, he's calling that. I'm going to put out there, I think should be on this list, an underrated pick, Pac-Man. I think
I could see,
Pac-Man
like,
should be...
number 10, number 9.
Pac-Man should be somewhere in this list. I don't know where, but they should be. And then, of course, you know, you've got your classics. They throw Sackboy on here. I don't know if I'd put Sackboy in a top 10, but I'd also have to think about it. So let's go ahead and think about it. Obviously, Mario. Pikachu, probably. Maybe. I think Pac-Man should be on here, but we'll see about that one. I think, obviously, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Spyro.
Ratchet. Ratchet's got to be on there. More than, I think, any other PlayStation mascot. I don't think Sly Cooper's making the list. He should, but I don't think he is. I don't know if Jack makes the list. Does Jack make the list?
He doesn't, unfortunately.
Well, then who do we have from there? We got, you think Link? Maybe?
Oh, yeah. I could see Link.
I could see
Kirby.
Link. Maybe. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they limited it to just Mario and Link. Let me see. Top 10 most iconic mascots in gaming. Who's representing this Xbox side, man? Is it anybody at all?
Master Chief.
Master Chief, maybe. They're clearly not saying like, and throwing the Moogle on here as a picture is an interesting choice. I would not put the Moogle on this list
Like,
at all.
especially that Moogle is what's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of Final Fantasy, and I mean, I wouldn't bring anything from Final Fantasy into this conversation.
You don't think a Chocobo?
No, because it's not like a mascot. It's just like an iconic thing from the game.
Yeah.
But it's not like a mascot. It's not like something you can just like wear, I guess. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm being too weird with it.
Ooh, Sonic.
Oh, Sonic's got to be in there. Of course.
Got to be there.
Of course, Sonic's in there. Let's do. So we got Mario, probably Link, Crash, Ratchet, Sonic, maybe Pikachu. I had some. Oh, probably Master Chief is in there somewhere. Do you think Kratos is in there? Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think
I mean,
so.
how mascot are we getting? Because like Nathan Drake held down the PlayStation 3.
I don't even think Drake's going to be on there.
No.
I think for the PlayStation 3 era, they're going to put Sackboy.
Yeah. That would make sense. Also, yeah. Now that I think about it, like in the more like ideally like cartoony guy. Let me look at this paragraph again. The mascots don't have to be
number 10.
Yeah. The mascots don't have to be the most popular in the world, but rather amass a lot of intrigue around them. I mean, that's Kratos. That's Nathan Drake. It's weird calling them mascots, but they're kind of mascots.
No, I don't think so.
Like a Joel Miller is not a mascot, but a Nathan
No.
Drake could be. You know,
I don't think so.
Cloud.
My thing is
I wouldn't think Cloud is.
All right, here's let me phrase it this way. This is something that wouldn't be strange if in a theme park someone was in some kind of suit for them.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, you're walking around Disney World, you got Mary Poppins, you know?
No, but I'm talking like suit. I wouldn't call
No,
it a mask.
I understand. But if we're in a theme park, you just get a muscled out dude, paint him gray and draw a red line on his eye, and you got Kratos.
No. My thing is I don't want to run into Kratos in a theme park.
I want to run into Kratos in a theme park.
You want Kratos to run into you in a theme park.
Boy.
Boy.
Do you think Spider-Man maybe?
No.
Spider-Man games really important to gaming as a legacy.
Right, but I don't think it's on the level of like anybody else is the thing.
We'll see. We'll see.
Because he's not a gaming mascot, you know.
I'll say one of the tags here is Bioshock. You think maybe we're getting a Big Daddy?
I mean, if it's there, then yeah, I'd say.
Maybe. We're going to find out. Here we go. Number 10, we've both seen it, is Crash Bandicoot. An easy one to guess.
Whoa!
And a solid start to the list. Crash did his thing.
Little high. Or a little low, I should say.
Really?
Yeah.
I think 10 is appropriate.
I think top 5.
I think if Spyro's above him, then that is the rankings off there. Crash should go above Spyro.
This makes me think that Spyro's not going to be there.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. Number 9, Big Daddy. This was an era, man. I guess, yeah, like the Big Daddy represented a lot. BioShock was really popular. I just don't think of it as a mascot.
Take it off the list.
It's not a mascot, you know, but it's not the first time I've seen lists like this involve Big Daddy. Number 8. You called it, Phil. Kirby.
Hey, Kirby.
There he is, the little pink gumball. He's there. He's there, riding on his stars and shit.
Let's go.
Number 7, Sonic. A little low.
Specifically, fucking Frontiers. That's what this picture is.
They're just using images from the most recent shit. When did this article get published?
I think it said 2022.
August 29th, 2022. So this is a little old. It's a little old.
That's another one of the platinums that I have.
Sonic? Oh,
Sonic Frontiers,
nice. Yeah. Sonic, number 7. That's a top 5 pick.
I think so too.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Number 6, get the fuck out of here, Sweet Tooth.
I mean,
number 6?
No, that's
number
too
6 high. Over Sonic, over Crash. No. Fuck, a Big Daddy means more to gaming than a Sweet Tooth does. What is the justification?
Yeah, that's
Sweet Tooth is the face of the Twisted Metal series. Even in 2022, Twisted Metal has been irrelevant for a decade. He is a mass murdering clown who has been featured on the cover of almost every single Twisted Metal game. They don't even use a picture of him. It's a fucking weird mech thing. Sweet Tooth is the name of the character's murderous ice cream truck. Twisted Metal series. Blah, 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 blah. Number 5, Donkey Kong. Thought about mentioning Donkey Kong. Didn't think he'd make the lists.
Yeah. Shout out to Funky Kong there on the left.
Yeah. out. But Donkey Kong, one of the first ever mascots ever. Can't deny important, but you know, just not as relevant as some of the other guys that I would have expected.
What's her name? Candy Kong? Is that who's on the right there?
Something like that.
Candy Kong, Cranky Kong, Diddy Kong.
I'm not mad about Donkey Kong being on this list, but the fact that Sweet Tooth and Big Daddy are on the same list makes Donkey Kong feel weird.
Like on my list, Donkey Kong's hitting like 8 or 9.
I'd have to think about it, but I mean, Donkey Kong's important, so maybe I would keep him in the top 10. Number 4, Sackboy. A little high.
Sackboy.
A little high.
High. Yeah,
little high.
That's high.
I mean, I think maybe in that 7 to 5 range would have been okay.
I was gonna put Sackboy at number 10.
I mean, man, that's hard. I like Sackboy more than Crash. I like him more than Crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think Sackboy's more memorable. He's more playful, charismatic.
More memorable than Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
You're smoking crack.
Yeah. I mean, if you've played both of those games, I think Sackboy leaves a bigger impression than Crash.
No way.
Crash is just such of his era that like he just doesn't. Whereas like I think Sackboy has an element of timelessness to him.
Crash just had a game come out 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I think Sackboy had a game come out
the same year.
Launch of the same year. But I think Sackboy, you can put that character, you can release that character first time in any era, and he still works. Crash doesn't succeed in this era. Like as an introduction to Crash, if you wiped Crash from the annals of history and put him out for the first time on PlayStation 5, he doesn't make the cut. Sackboy does. Number 3, Link. Makes sense. Here we go. All right. Well, Mario's in this top 2. Mario's got to be number 1.
Mario's going to be number 1.
Who's number 2? Who are we missing? Ratchet?
Pikachu.
I think Ratchet over Pikachu.
No fucking way.
I think
that's just. I mean, I love PlayStation 2, Tavin.
But also,
you're too PlayStation minded.
Phil, PlayStation, like Pokemon is only an icon for the anime because the anime focused on him so much. He's not an icon for Pokemon.
Yes, he is.
No, based off of just the games, Pikachu is only relevant because of the show.
That's not true.
That is true.
No, it's not.
Yes, people only care about Pikachu because of the show.
Look at he has the most printed of any of the trading cards.
Charizard matters more than Pikachu. If you talk about games, Squirtle matters more. If you talk about
just
games,
uneducated.
No, Pikachu is that popular because of the show. Because the show focuses on him.
You're just uneducated.
And you got the little Pika, he's cute and all this thing. It's because of the show. 90s show did it. Whereas Ratchet, I mean, ever since he came out, he's been an iconic staple of PlayStation. Let me look at this list again. I got 3 PlayStation characters with fucking Sweet Tooth. Let's find out. Here. Go. Let's get it to number 2, Moogle. We forgot the frontal image Moogle. Definitely not hitting top anything. What the fuck is this? Moogles are a massive part of Square Enix as they've appeared in almost every Final Fantasy title except for 1, 2, and 4. Every other
Tavin, Pikachu is the icon for the Pokemon YouTube channel. The official Pokemon YouTube channel.
Okay, again, I'm going to keep reiterating the same point. Pikachu only rose in relevancy because of the TV show. If the TV show did not exist, or if the TV show had selected Squirtle as its main Pokemon instead of Pikachu, Pikachu would not be that. You don't get things like Detective Pikachu without Pikachu being the guy in the show. It's because of the show. The show's popularity sent Pikachu into another realm. Not the games, not the trading card.
Just go play Persona.
Better game.
No.
By far. And then number 1, of course, is Mario. Using Spark of Hope. Mario plus Rabbids Spark of Hope. Shout out.
That's wild.
That's
like,
a weird.
Why that Mario?
Well, I think they're just using whatever image worked for the most recent game. I'm trying to.
But this is like Final Fantasy 14.
This might be. Hold on, I gotta scroll back up. Okay, August 29th of 2022. So it's not from Crisis Core.
Yeah, it's also not from. I mean,
which would make this probably from. I'm trying to see if there's a pick or a credit. There doesn't seem to be. It's maybe from 15. Might be from 14 because 14 might have been from an expansion of 14.
No, because I think the one at the top was from 14.
Well, there's different types of Moogles.
No, the Moogle, like, for whatever game it's in, is consistent.
Pretty sure it's not 7 Remake. Doesn't look right for
know.
7 Remake. Doesn't look, yeah, that's not right. So I think that's 14. So, and then Mario number 1. No shocker there. Mario should be the number 1. That's an easy pick, whatever. This list is not great.
No,
not great
not
in my
good.
opinion. No. No Ratchet is a problem with me. No Master Chief is a problem with me. Having Sweet Tooth and Big Daddy on this, but not Master Chief, not Kratos, that doesn't make sense in my head. You can't make that make sense in my head.
It's a Final Fantasy 15 Moogle. I just had to look it up.
Oh, okay. It's a 15 Moogle. All right. Moogle's a bad choice. Like,
if you're gonna put Moogle there, it doesn't belong in the top 5.
Moogle's like, why? Moogles aren't an important thing in Final Fantasy. They're just a fucking thing that is around in Final Fantasy.
They're the shopkeepers, dude.
Yeah, it's just no. I mean, like, would you make Sora a mascot? Is that a mascot? No.
No.
All right. Well, like, I mean, even like in their relevancy with Kingdom Hearts, like, I still wouldn't even put them in there. Like, yeah, this is a weird list to me. I really I'm not a fan, but
yeah, very
that's
weird
the
list.
choice of Elias Rodriguez. Rodriguez had something to prove here.
Well, Tavin, I think that will conclude our episode of the Piggy Bank sans Connor.
Yeah.
Tavin, if you can do me a favor when I say sans, insert the opening line of Megalovania where it's the
Absolutely
and then maybe do like the blue eye fire in me.
Not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen.
It'd be, I mean,
Not
classic
gonna happen.
comedy right there.
It's close to
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all of our links in the description. Undertale's on the Game Book Club list, right? It has to be. It is. It must be.
I think so. Yeah, it's in there. I've seen it.
Okay. Anyway, of course, check out all of our links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tavin, let's go ahead and say goodbye.
Goodbye.